I can say, since we're talking about Beeline for a moment, we have about another minute and a half or so to go. Is this okay? That what Beeline did do, which I remember, was he brought back Steve Fisher to come back to Ann Arbor. So I think that was like a unifying move to say, hey, we've moved past that. We've started another tradition. Let's just try to have a little bit of peace and expand the family.
Yes, exactly. I'm not really familiar with Steve Fisher, um, but but yeah, it's great to have familiarity, and it's great to have a connection of winning, and that's what they're all about. I mean, I love Jim Beeline with his time here. I'm sure I'm gonna love Howard. As long as the team is moving in the right direction, that's all I care about. No matter who the coach is, you know what I mean. So it could be Joe Dumars. If Joe Dumars went in there and said, "Hey, I want to coach this team," they give him the job, and he coaches to a national championship. I'm all for it. So,
Well,
whatever it takes.
let's not lose sight of the fact that Michigan, the state of Michigan, does produce a lot of good college talent all over the
Yes.
state. So
Yeah.
you're right. They certainly have a good nucleus to work with. So
Yep.
with that said, and of course my wife Candy is sitting next to me, and to her credit, the Wisconsin Badgers have a pretty good program as well. But with that said, okay, Damon, it's good to have you back on the program again, and we'll talk very soon so we can get you ready for Tuesday. How's that sound? So
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yep.
dig up some good stuff for us, and we'll do it again on Tuesday night. All right, Damon?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Scott.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care,
Take care.
Damon.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yep. Bye. Yep.
All right, so let's talk about tonight's edition of the Sports Exchange before we wrap things up, okay? First of all, it's been great to have Ryan Schoolroot on the program, Anthony Wood. As always, these two guys are thoroughbreds, and everybody that's on here contributes very nicely. What would did you learn anything about hockey from Mike Santos?
I mean, Santos, like I said, I'm a big baseball fan. I guess he exudes that same passion for hockey. And, it's fun to hear, a different perspective on a different sport. It kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration. Like when I talked to Anthony when we interviewed Mark Littell a couple of months ago,
Right.
How invested he was after the fact. Kind of makes you want to get into other sports and, get more interested, with the season starting and everything.
And Mel Farr, of course, is a consummate pro. Whether you know it or not, he did play for the L.A. Rams.
Yeah, 1989.
Right. So he played for the Rams. He's been there, done that. And Damon Knight, just like yourself, Lewis, he's contributing on the content side, and I utilize you as a model for giving young guys an opportunity. If you write it, you talk it, and that's what we've tried to build. But meanwhile, so tell me what it was like for your first night, Lewis, Addeo, Weiss, being alongside of me, being a co-host on the program.
Definitely fun. Hopefully we get some baseball talking soon, considering we got a fun playoff race that just started.
Hopefully.
But, the football season's in full gear. Like I wrote in my NFL Week 4 write-up, we're a fourth of the way through already. There's some interesting storylines. It's been a controversial NFL season so far, but I'm going to say it again. Give me a bandana, fake mustache. I'm on the Gardner Minshew train. He's been a positive force in an NFL season that's lacked positivity. So you know what? I want to make sure that keeps going. I like Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones doing his thing. The Redskins are terrible. What's going to happen with them when they face the Patriots on Sunday? Who knows? What if Dwayne Haskins upsets Tom Brady, who posted a season-low QBR last Sunday? We'll see. It's going to be interesting, though. I mean, Cardinals took Game 1 of the National League Division Series, a good game against the Braves. I suggest people watch highlights of that. You got Dodgers-Nationals going on right now. Clayton Kershaw going tomorrow in Game 2. So I'll definitely be tuned into that, considering he is my favorite player. And, I guess just that. You got the American League Division Series starting tomorrow. Yankees, Twins, Astros, Rays. Going to be an interesting series. So it's going to be a fun weekend for sports, man. You just got to keep it tuned. Hockey's also started,
Right, and since you brought up hockey, okay, and we're giving out some final scores, we'll do it right now. Tampa Bay 5, the Lightning beat the Panthers 5-2 in their opener out in Tampa. That's they'll play again on the 5th, which I believe is a couple of days from now. So with that said, Lewis, glad to have you on as my new co-host. I know we're going to have a lot of fun doing this.
Sure.
We're going to reach a lot of people, and you'll definitely be well researched. And yes, if it makes you feel any good, I'm working on a lot of baseball stuff. You don't have to worry
talk
about
about
it.
America's pastime.
Well, I will. Don't worry, but you got to learn about some of the other things, and I know that you will definitely do that.
Yeah,
we're going to have a lot of fun doing the program. So on behalf of Ryan Schoolroot, Anthony Wood, Mike Santos, Mel Farr, Damon Knight and Louis Addeo. This is Scott Morganroth for the Sports Exchange, telling everybody to have a great sports weekend, and we will do it again on Tuesday night here on the South Florida Tribune Broadcasting Network.